Yeah, this is Vishal here and welcome back to my channel. So what we are going to do today is we are going to analyze Nifty and Bank Nifty for 30th of June. If you go back to my yesterday video which I published yesterday, that's for today's market, I had clearly said that market is, price is hovering between a channel, and the channel was this. I'm just drawing it for you so that you can see it clearly. And I said that once the market will break this channel, we should short it. And market exactly did the same. It broke the channel today, and whoever has shorted it might have made some money. You can see it over here. So this channel was clearly broken, and whoever has shorted might have made some money over here. Now we will see another thing. What I had told was that don't immediately short the market. What we should do, we should either use a 15 minutes time frame or we should use a 5 minutes time frame, whatever is comfortable with you, whether 15 minutes or 5 minutes. In case the market goes down, just wait for a pullback. You can see it over here. So there was a small pullback, and I said wait for the pullback and then short it. So whoever has shorted the market on the pullbacks would have got some money over here. So our strategy was very clear. It was to sell the market, but it was sell on rise. So there were many opportunities. This was one opportunity, this was another opportunity, and this was third opportunity what we got by shorting the market today, that is on 29th. But I had told it very clearly on yesterday's videos, that is on 28th, before the this chart got formed. And I had also said that when you short the market and there's a pullback, see that the RSI is somewhere in the range of 40-50, and then short it. You can see here it was again in the range of 40, it was in the range of 60, and whoever shorted would have made some money. So same strategy we had told that we need to adopt in Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty also precisely worked in the same fashion. We will see it over here. So I am plotting a chart of Bank Nifty. Let me just remove this, and this is 1 hour chart. Okay, and this is Bank Nifty. I will plot the channel over here also, and you can see it very clearly. Now let me zoom it. The channel was broken and there was a gap down opening. I had also mentioned in yesterday's video that if there's a gap down opening, just wait for some kind of a pullback and then sell it. So we got just one opportunity here, or two opportunities. This was one opportunity where we could have sold it after a pullback, and this was another opportunity where we sold it after a pullback. Now there are interesting things to be noted today, which we will just see and which we will use for tomorrow's trading purpose. So I will just remove this channel because it is not required now. So now what happened today, if you observe in Nifty as well as in Bank Nifty, so the price took support at the 15 minutes time frame of 200 period moving average and went little bit up, and market closed at around at this level, that is 10,315. It went up, it made a high of 10,337 and closed at 10,315. Now what I feel is there's an indication which is being given to us that market is going up, which definitely is not going up till it will not cross this level, that is around 10,407, the high of this. If it is not crossing it, till it is not going to be up. So what is the strategy we have to adopt for tomorrow? So let me just draw this line for you. So this is a level. Till this level market is not crossing, it will not go up. And I will also show you a interesting data which is from the FIS today. Now again, same strategy what we have to adopt is for the bank nifty also, that we don't need to buy the market till it is not crossing the previous high, that is this high. Okay, that is this high here, that is 21,782. so if this high is not getting broken, we will not go for a long at all. Same strategy we need to adopt in the bank nifty. Again, in the bank nifty, the market was taken up, giving an impression that yes, it is going up. Maybe many people would have taken the long position over here. Now what is another reason why market didn't go well, didn't go down and it went up? I will show you. We had also discussed yesterday Dow Jones. So I had clearly told that Dow has made a this was a chart which got formed on Friday, and I had clearly told that there is a divergence in Dow, divergence between the RSI and the price. So the price here was going down, and we said that price RSI here is going little bit up. So it was a very small divergence, but a noticeable divergence. Now you can see here, I also said that if you see my video, I had very clearly said that price will go up like this and then that may come down. If it is not crossing this low, then it may go up again like this, or it may go sideways like this. If it has to go up, then it will obviously make higher lows and higher tops. So Dow has not broken the low of Friday, so it has actually started taking a upward journey. Now how far this upward journey will go, we don't know. We will see that. Till then we will go with our analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now what is happening over here in Nifty and Bank Nifty? Let me plot the chart of Nifty again. So our strategy tomorrow should be, before we go to the strategy, I will show you a data from FIS. What is their data? This is data from Sensible. You can see that FIS are very clearly bearish. So they are bearish on the calls. That means in net they have sold the calls, and they are bearish on the puts. That means in net they have bought the puts. And if you see the index future as well, they have also sold index future, and very good quantity, 1214, and they have also sold stocks. And who has bought the stocks? Obviously DIIs as well as retail investors would have bought the balance. Now you can see it over here very clearly that this is their data for 29th. Future they are short, and open interest is okay, and cash also they are short. That means stocks they have sold, calls they have sold, puts they have bought. That is why the call is in minus, and it's a very good quantity, and put they are again minus. So if we go by a FIS data, it clearly shows that their view of the market or the positions which they have taken is completely negative, bearish position. But here what we see today is Dow is actually trying to go up, and it may go up till this level, that is 25,600 and all, and then we will see it may take some correction may happen over here, and then it may take a upward journey, or it may go down from here. We will see that by tomorrow morning. Now what we have to do tomorrow and how we have to trade, we need to go exactly with the FIS. We will not take trades against them. What I anticipate is that market may open up, gap up around 10,400 levels, and from there it will go down. So the strategy will be, we have to adopt a strategy, sell on rise. strategy probably. So sell on rise will be our strategy for the market, provided this 10,400 is not broken. If this 10,400 is actually getting breached, in that case, let's say the price opens up over here, in that case wait for some pullback and then buy for the target of this. So this should be our strategy for Nifty, and the same strategy should be for Bank Nifty. Why? Because FIs have a negative position in the market, so they will not let probably us to go long, or they will not let us to make money by going long. So that is the reason we need to go with the FIs. Same strategy we need to adopt for Bank Nifty. If Bank Nifty is not crossing this high, that is 21,789, if price opens up gap up, so let us short the market from there, and these levels will be our target again. So this is a strategy, sell on rise strategy. Now we will see whether Nifty will crash or not. I don't think so right now it will crash. Let me show you a 1-day chart of Nifty, and let me just remove this. Now this is 1-day chart of Nifty, and if I do a Fibonacci retracement here, so you can see it clearly. So this is a Fibonacci retracement of Nifty. So what we see here is Nifty first went up to 20% retracement, then it did around 38% retracement, then there was small pullback, and then it actually stopped at 50% retracement, then there was a very good fall over here, then it straightway went up to around 61% retracement. From there is a correction happening over here. Now if you see a 1-day chart of Nifty, and it will be very clear to you that there is some sort of a confusion over here happening. The market is not clear which way it wants to go. So there is no clarity which way it wants to go, whether it wants to go up or it wants to go down. Now data is suggesting us that market will go down tomorrow, but if you see candles over here, it has made doji kind of a candle, and then spinning top kind of a candle after a bearish candle, big bullish engulfing candle, and here market is not going down, it is kind of staying over there, and there's a confusion. It's neither going down, neither going up. Second thing what we need to notice is that retracement has happened already 61%, and that is why there is a bit of a correction, and maybe this may go up to 78%, or it may go up to close this gap, this particular gap where I have drawn it. So there is very high chances that Nifty will go up to this level, but there will be first some pullback over here, it may go down, and then there will be a retrace back, a faster retracement to this level. And another thing what is noticeable is, if you see from a Elliott wave perspective, so market is in a corrective form. So the correction always happens in A and then B, and B may, let's assume that B is going will be over here at this level, and then there will be C wave correction, which will be a faster retracement as a Elliott wave this thing theory. Now B wave always is a complex, it will never fall easily. It will just show you some falls, some rises, some falls, some rises. And second thing is, if market has to fall, it has to fall very fast, retracement has to happen, which will be wave C may start. It will not fall from this level, because everybody is bearish in the market, everybody's wave is bearish right now. That means people have created short positions, which are more short positions. If big players have to sell, They will first give us a view that market is going up, we all will become bullish, we may go for a buying, and once we'll do a buying in bulk, then they will actually short the market, and it will be a faster retracement. Now you have to always understand and remember this: wave C is a faster retracement, corrective wave, and it always crosses A. But in some cases it becomes truncated. That means it can even stop over at this level. So, but this retracement, this fall, what we see, whether it will be a direct fall or there will be some kind of a corrective fall, that we need to see once this wave will start. So, as per my view, I don't think market will fall right now, as everybody was kind of predicting that it is going to fall and all those things. I don't think so it will happen right now. I think that market will first go up to around 10,800 levels or even 11,000 levels. So after that there will be a fall. Till then the strategy has to be in intraday. You can do a trades both sides in the intraday, but if you have to take a positional trades, I am still of the view that you have to buy at the dip. So if tomorrow market opens up at 10,400 levels and then takes a dip, it may even take a dip of 400 points. That doesn't matter for a swing or positional trader. He should always buy it at the dip. So buying, he could buy a future or he can even buy a call option. But buying at a dip for a swing or positional trader is a right strategy right now to be into this market. Second thing, let's try to observe this in 1 hour chart, and I will draw a trend line over here, which was a and if you see this trend line, it got broken. That means it got breached already. And if I change this trend line to here, in Nifty this trend line has not been breached right now. So that's why I said tomorrow there is a possibility, because Dow is also kind of going up, or it may even go down from this level. We don't know. We will see how it opens up tomorrow morning. That will set the tone for our markets in India. So even if the market opens gap up 10,400, we have to look at a reversal candle pattern, then look at a bearish candle and short the market. So sell on rise is the strategy for intraday, but if somebody has to take a positional call, he should wait for this fall to complete somewhere around 10,200 or 10,100 level, and from there he should buy this market for a target of 10,800 levels. That is my understanding of market, and that is how I look at the market, and how my chart reading is telling that still there will not be a sell. It will go up and then there will be a faster sell from a top, that is maybe 10,000, 1100 level. Same strategy we have to adopt for the Bank Nifty as well. So for intraday Bank Nifty, what we have to do is sell on rise, that is for 30th of June. But for a positional, from a positional or a swing perspective, we need to wait for this sell to be over, and then we need to buy this market for a higher targets. And what could be the higher target? If I put a 1-day chart over here and I see this 200 period moving average is somewhere at this level, that is 24,830 level. So my assumption is, and my reading is, it may touch to this level, or even it may go to this level and fill this gap which is over here. So my strategy is very clear. On 30th of June I will sell the market on the rise for intraday, but for swing and positional, what I am going to do, I will wait for this fall to get completed, and then I will buy it at the bottom for a higher target of maybe in Bank Nifty for around 25,000, and for Nifty around 10,800 or even 11,000. So these are the two targets, and when market will reach to 10,800 or 11,000 levels, there I will exit all my positions, because there we have a very high possibility that there will be a fall, because wave C can start from there. So this is my view of the market for today, and I hope you like my analysis. If you watch my previous videos, as I have analyzed the market and as we have told how to trade these markets in intraday as well as in swing, exactly it has actually behaved in the same way. It is not that we are trying to predict the market. What we are trying to do over here is we are trying to take the right trades. If market is coming down, how we have to trade. If it is going up, how we have to trade. That is the only objective of this channel. The objective of this channel is not to predict the market at all. So what we are saying over here is we need to know how to trade the intraday, and we need to know how to trade the swing and positional, and we also need to know how to look at the market. If there is a correction, let us not take correction as a fall. It could be a very simple correction. In Nifty, having a correction of 300-400 points is not a big deal, after such a good rise of 30%. And in Bank Nifty, having a fall of 1000 points is not a big deal at all after having such a good rise. So, but I have also told the levels where we have to become cautious. So for Bank Nifty, it is around 24,000-25,000 levels where we need to become cautious, because from there wave C can start. And for Nifty, we need to become cautious at 10,800 and 11,000 levels. So this is my view of the market, and I hope you like this. And if you want to know something more about the technical analysis, you can actually write in the comment box. Thank you very much.